Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Book review, Blissful Riddance. Now, this is a ebook sent to me by a young man from across the pond out of the UK, RMZ Keys Natus. And you know what? This was a good book. It was along the lines of really stuff that I talk about on my Deep Thought channel. You know, this isn't just just any old book, but it's a powerful book. It's brief, but it's powerful. And sometimes the brief ones are better because they get right to the point. And I'm saying that as a writer, right? Because sometimes as a writer, you want to put as much in because you can, quite frankly, get more money. But sometimes the ones that get brief and they to the point, like straight, no chaser, those are the best ones to help. In fact, some of the most powerful motivational books, like As a Man Thinketh, are very small and powerful because it really doesn't take a lot, right? And I like this book a lot because one of the main things is dealing with mental blocks that keep you from really being happy, from your bliss, right? And one of the things he talks about in there is just finding bliss wherever you're at. So you definitely want to check that out. But it's telling you how to not only really identify your mental blocks but get through them, right? And I really appreciate that. I think it's a good book for that regard. I mean, and it talks about really too how you got those mental blocks to begin with, because he talks about things like culture and religion and how they prevent us from getting to where we need to get to. And that's a very important thing, because one thing out here, a lot of the things that we could be doing in life is prevented by the they, right? The they are preventing us from doing some stuff. But what it is, a lot of times we listen to whatever negative that the culture or our peers or everything around us can put into us, right? And as he identified them, he called them demons in his book, which they are. It may be not as so much the the demons of some horror story or something, or for those who are in those communities, some actual stuff out there, which is another conversation. But it could be the demon of self-doubt. It could be the demon of loathing. Depending on the situation, a demon of pride. But he talks about how this affects us. This keeps us from being happy, right? That keeps us from being happy. And one of the main things he talks about in here is just being responsible. Responsible for what you're doing in life. Taking responsibility for getting to that state of bliss. I mean, and that's a powerful thing. Now, as I do in these reviews, I'd give a general commentary, so I don't want to give away the whole book. I want y'all to pick it up. You have links to his website so you can see what he's about. And you also have a link to get his book on Amazon. Get the ebook on Amazon. So you definitely want to check that out. You want to check that out. As I say, this is a young man, and you know what? One of the reasons I like supporting books like this is it is a younger guy. I'm an older guy. I've seen a lot and have some wisdom. But sometimes when you find that young man, or it could be a young woman sometime, who just has some wisdom, you need to follow it, because then more people you can relate to it. Say, this guy around my age, he's saying this. Okay, let me pay attention to it. And especially so for a lot of my younger listeners. Yeah, definitely check it out. Highly recommend it. I like how he approached everything. I like his writing style, all of that, right? So definitely check it out. All right. So anyway, And that's all I got for now. As I said, the links are in the description box. So, talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.